It sounds familiar.
Let me do it again. Okay, so Carnell, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do, 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 do. Come on now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can somebody help me out? I mean, come on. You don't know? Now, Carnell. Carnell. Sesame Street, bro.
I didn't
The
watch
pinball.
I didn't watch it like that.
Wow.
I didn't watch it like that.
So you saying you're a hater of Sesame Street?
No. Now you putting words in my mouth.
I didn't put those words.
You put.
I'm messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you, man.
I like, cause like my brother he was on that Barney. I hopped on Teletubbies for a little bit. Teletubbies
was a weird show.
But what I interpreted was that they were aliens and they were exploring the human culture, and that's why Tinky Winky, that's the purple one, had the purse, the red one. Okay. And so it's just like they don't have pockets. So obviously they won't either have a fanny pack or a purse or a backpack. And with their short arms, it just was efficient to have a purse.
Right. Now that's real.
You know what I'm saying? And they had in their ship, it was obviously a ship under the grass because they had that technology, that machine that could produce tubby custard and all that.
You know what?
Tubby custard.
Carnell, like sitting here listening to you break that down.
You know what I'm saying?
I never even went that deep into depth of Teletubbies. I just remember like me and my brothers, we used to watch it and we used to be like, this show is kind of weird because they be like moving around. Hey, I'm Poe, and it's like it's jiggling and stuff. And I'm like, what was really going on? You said what?
I wanted to give Poe a hug. And he said, big hug. It's like, yeah, you deserve one.
Okay. I guess, I don't know, because when it got introduced, I'm like, okay, what is this? But we still would kind of try to watch it to figure out what this is.
I'm still a little off on the baby and the sun, but maybe that's just artistic. It's like,
or it could be the baby from Earth saying hey to them since they're from outer space, or trying to help them say that, hey, human life is still somewhat childlike.
Unless the sun is the window to the Teletubbies' eyes that they're looking up at the baby, because the Teletubbies are the plushes that's in the baby's crib.
Right.
And so in their head, in their mindscape, this is what it looks like, and it's a shared, because they're all there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like the baby monitor and that technology, because they in the crib. That's in the crib.
You know what, Carnell? You need to have a master class on Teletubbies 101. Because the way you broke that down, brother, never in my life have I even thought about Teletubbies like that. So I think for others, it will help them out. And real quick, welcome back to the Southern Exchange Podcast with me, your host, Rico. Today, I am blessed and happy to have a good young man here with me. I have Carnell Holley. Huh?
You rolling?
Yeah, we been rolling. Oh yeah, we rolling.
Live mic. I didn't see the lights that said like we on the air.
Oh yeah, no,
like live mic.
This ain't TV, but it's TV. Hello, people out there in TV.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, Carnell is a phenomenal man. He is an actor, voice actor, cosplayer, interviewer. He's part of the media press at all the anime conventions.
Locally.
Yes,
we go explore out a little bit.
But I'm saying that not because you're not speaking to
right.
Manifest.
I mean, that's where we're heading.
Right.
I just like currently in right now.
Yeah, currently where he's based in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I didn't see you there. I'm like, I tried to make it. I couldn't.
But you was there in spirit.
Always.
You feel me?
Always.
But he's a father. He wears many hats, and I came to know him by working with him in our profession, where we can't really speak on what we do because, it's confidential. So that just know that we're protecting lives out here. Am I right, Carnell?
No, pretty much.
But yeah, thanks for being on,
Gotham
man.
City. I was out walking. I can't say like, at night. They're just like, man, this is gonna. Because when you're omitting certain things and people just like, it's like it just felt like I was patrolling Gotham City, But I was comfortable because obviously the people that live in Gotham City got to be comfortable. Otherwise, they'll try to live somewhere else.
Very true.
Because it's like, why? I mean, you here? Why don't you get out? Some people in Metropolis would be thinking that, and it's like, like, brother, Gotham City, But
and with feeling that, did you have that sense of like Batman being inside of you, be like, hey, Carnell, I'm leaving Gotham City. You do right by me. Because Batman he's always there, like in the background.
And I'm because I'm about to segue, because I'm going to be all over the place. But no,
it's a podcast. So I know how we talk.
Like bring me back. No, because cool. I was doing a laugh track for this animated company, and it's new because they're still having the. It's like, we need more animators, and so getting in at the ground level. And so one of the characters that I auditioned for was this shadow creature, and they were saying like, yeah, we want him to sound like real like snake-like, and I'm like, oh, you want like a Orochimaru, and it's just like, yeah, and so, but this was before I got a chance to see the character design, and it was real smoky, and so I started thinking of bringing in Keith David with his iconic voice.
Yes, because he voiced the Spawn.
Yeah, and Goliath. I know him from Goliath.
And Gargoyles.
Goliath.
Yeah, right. That's right.
So, and I live again. But I really hope they reboot that.
What, Gargoyles?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, not just reboot. I could have sworn there's a rumor that it's supposed to be a live action. So
really,
yeah.
Huh. Well, I guess because I remember watching it a little bit when I was growing up. My older brother used to watch it a little bit more, but I started to binge watch it maybe about 3 years ago, and I didn't even realize how layered the story was.
Right.
And I'm like, man, this is actually a good show. But I think for children at the time, it was maybe a lot to take in, because it was just like so dynamic as far as like the storylines. But as I got older, I appreciated it more. I'm like, wow, this actually is a good animated series. But continue, brother.
Oh no, but I'm because like the whole reason why I was so the because I started laughing, and so we had a session where there was supposed to be a laugh track, and I was bringing out my inner Mark Hamill, and I started going into it with the whole Joker laugh, and because I was thinking about it before I was going here, like I don't know the dialogue, but what was it? I'm trying to think of the voice because slipping into it from mine, because I speak more in a higher octave. And it's only when I'm upset where I go lower. But,
lower register.
You know what I'm saying?
Like all right now.
Like on that Prince, like
oh yeah, like shirts, blouses. Darling too picky. Computer blue. Ow! Whenever Chappelle skit.
Oh shoot.
Shout out to Prince, man.
No, but I'm dang.
So like when you were doing the voice, like you said, it was a lower register. So when they said the shadow creature, so you were trying to maybe find, like you said, that inner Keith David voice where it's like Keith David.
Oh,
like I guess like trying to have. I
don't know why I said Pete Davidson. It's Pete Davidson, right?
I don't really know who he is for real.
Pete, what Pete,
I mean, just because they mentioned his name, but I don't know him. I know Pete and Pete.
Yeah, good times.
Deep
cut,
man.
Deep cut.
Yeah, Pete and Pete was that show, bro. But yeah, so I guess with the voice in particular, you were just trying to get it to where it was still like had like a dark mystery around it, since it was a shadow creature.
Because I auditioned for that one, and then all of a sudden they needed the big bad, and I'm just like, can you do another? I was like, yeah, sure, because you tell people, so just even if you don't know, just say yes.
Yeah, right.
You're like, we'll figure it out later. So with the shadow creature, I was they wanted something more Slytherin and Slytherin. Wow.
Shout out to
I know.
Hogwarts.
Gryffindor. Because I'm trying to do it right now, but I'm on the spot. I was like,
bro, look, let me tell you something. This is a podcast, right?
You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter how it look, how it's structured. Find that voice. Find that inner you to give it out. Because this, like, we ain't on Good Morning America.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do your thing, brother. Take your time. If you need, take 5. We'll take 5.
So, oh, we got time. No, but it's so funny because like when I got in and then I was just like, oh yeah, the shy side. Yeah. And people always, it's just like, what, you shy? I'm like, yeah, I'm an introvert, but the things that I do, I have to switch to the extrovert to, like, oh, we're on the spot, we're live and doing this and doing that. It's just like, hey, but
that is real. Want to come back to it?
Hold on. I'm trying to think of the dialogue, like my phone's off because I didn't want it to go off. This is like
4 years ago.
Like, it's real southern, like, what was her name? Because I was trying to take their children. Okay. And it's just like, what would council say? I think that's the big bad because it's real similar. But what is the shadow creature? How did the shadow creature? It was because the big bad was more like he comes in. How was it set up? They attacked a ship. His forces come in, and he's looking for, like, where are the children? And with the shadow creatures, it's like, tut tut tut, y'all. You think that this is the time, but you and I go way back, and I feel that when council figures out that you have those children. So, but
yo, bro, that was right.
I'm really trying to remember the dialogue. I'm just like this is it was because switching between the two, it was. I went into the laugh track and it was so on a Joker laugh, like.
Yeah.
That's different. So I was rolling when we were doing it. I'm just like, hey, we doing this? Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
So, cause.
But that was a dope voice because I close my eyes because I like to always. I'm a visual person, so it's like once you're in that voice, I'm already picturing a shadowy creature, and I'm picturing the setting of him talking to the character, and then about getting the children. So it's like that when you did that, like children. I think Zay could attest to that too. I think
he co-signed of it.
He was like, yeah, no, he did that. Zay like he did that.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see how you kind of took that space to get into that character. It's very interesting. A lot of people don't get to see that, so they're able to see that.
Oh my goodness! That's a good point. I follow this one guy on TikTok, and he does a lot of like anime speeches, like Vegeta and all that. Yeah, it's like I can't think of his name off the top.
All right,
but I'm just
later on, just send it to me.
And I was like, man, I can do that too. It was like I love watching him. I got the skills, and be able to switch the voices because like I love playing the hero, but when you play the bad guy and you
got to channel that inner villain.
and being an actor, knowing. Tapping into those emotions is like, yeah, I've been in a dark place. Yeah, like I know how that feels, and then to bring that forth, and be that dark character, and so, this is like, yeah, but opportunity when opportunity knocks.
Like you said, sometimes you have to say yes. You know what I mean? Like, hey, do you think you could be a voice actor? Yes. Like off of Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends? Yeah. You don't even really think about it. You just go straight into it. And being an actor, I feel like you can go to that side because it's really tapping into emotions. It's just more so behind the camera, but you're still animated. You still have to embody that energy into that character. It's just not just you just behind the mic. You just sitting there reciting lines. No,
right.
You're that character, or you're portraying that character, and you're making that character what he is. You know what I mean? So.
Some people know when you just read lines and phoning it in. It's just like you gotta hear that. Yeah. That actor, like you got the skills.
Like, come on, Denzel. You hear what I'm saying? Come on, down. Thompson. How they be doing that? It's a brand name.
I was watching Jay Farrow.
Oh yeah, when they was in the like interrogation room.
Right. No, that's not.
Because there's a video, you know.
Right. I know the one with the different Denzels. Jay's not in that one, but I just recently saw his SNL skit when he was doing Denzel, and he was at the Macy's, and I think he was not security.
How long ago was this?
This obviously it was because Jay's not on the show anymore.
Okay, because I never really was on SNL like that. I never really watched the show. I've only seen like clips over the years of certain people that I follow. So it's like I never was on the show, but continue.
Yeah, because my wife watches the show, and she brought me, and I started watching it more, and that became one of our shows to watch. So
shout out to your wife for doing that. That's people, as you can see, in a marriage, you have to find something to connect with each other.
Your watch list, and when you have a watch list together, you do not watch that show. You know what I'm saying? I was like I could have been finished this series, but we on different, and it's like I want to watch the show. I watch the show, but
that's funny, bro.
Because we just started a new one, but I think we should have started Shogun, because we started this one with Michelle Yeoh, because we just finished watching Beef. And we kind of felt
Beef was interesting.
It started off good, and then we fell off, and then we then it was just like we gotta finish this. Right. And so we had 2 episodes left. Mm-hmm. Then when we hopped back into it, then it just full throttle. It's like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. And it's like we would have been like the last 2 episodes. It's like,
bro, when I say the ending, because it was open for interpretation. Like, what happened after. Mm-hmm. But I didn't think the show was going to go down that path.
It kind of hinted at it in the series when there was, because I don't want to spoil, but I mean it's been out for a good bit, but that it was hinting that it could end up like that, in which I think it did, but and it was so funny because hopping from Beef to the one with Michelle,
Is it on Netflix?
I'm watching Warrior. Yes, the one with Michelle Yeoh.
Because Warrior is the show where it's in San Francisco.
Basically the Bruce Lee.
Yeah, show. It's like they speak, like sometimes you can hear them in Chinese or English. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know it was on Showtime some years back. And I ain't finished it, but I'm like,
are we on the second? I think we finished in the second to get on the third, but I forget. But yeah. So got those shows. I feel like we should have started something else, but it was late, and it's just like, just watch it because if we wait any longer, it's gonna be watching us. But SNL.
Yes, Jay Farrow.
So I saw his Macy's, and he was just like doing his Denzel. And it's just like, he does a really good Denzel.
Nah, he do.
He does.
Because if you close your eyes.
Mm-hmm. It's like.
That look quiver. He be like, you program.
So.
Yeah, because when he flipped that cup, he said, I wish I had a cup I could flip. But he said, phew, you talking to. You think this is. Ain't shit sweet out here. I can't do no Denzel voice, but yeah, I'm trying to imagine my mind doing a Denzel voice. But yeah.
But yeah, because I know we spoke about before when I did the what's the show? Fatal Attraction.
Yes.
And I got a chance to be because I was trying to find at the time, like I linked up with I got an agent, but they're based out of Tennessee, and so the work's in Tennessee, and I was like, crap, I don't want to drive out, but it was a situation where I could build up my resume, and so I was on Fatal Attraction a couple of times, and then I played the officer twice, and so the first time I played the officer, I was summoning my inner Denzel, and so I come in, and it's just like, does it seem game related? And and so it was so interesting the fact that like some coworkers and friends like one sent me a picture just like like, oh, she's watching me on the show. It's like, is that who I think it is?
Is that
and I'm
Carnell?
like,
Wait a minute, Carnell on that TV on that Family Attraction show.
Because like when I
Hold
went
on,
in,
Carnell.
Man,
Yeah. Hey, I mean, is that episode still available to watch?
Yeah. Because the funny thing was like my because Danny,
who we talking about the other day,
right?
The god sister.
Yeah. Because it's so funny because I'm really analytical. It's like, well, technically she's not my.
Yeah, but your brothers,
sister, but we are family.
I mean, it's still,
we're like we family.
I mean,
but I'm just
I got
like,
a godson, so my mom like that's like her god grandbaby.
Right,
So
I'm like,
you know how we do now. You know how we do.
And then I'm a little like, cause I'm spoiled, and like when my mom is, and like how are you claiming these other kids? Like we didn't grow up together. Like this ain't.
Oh, you was one of those.
Yeah.
You was one of those, man. Oh, this really
like nah, you my mom.
That's my mama. Don't call her mama.
Like
wrong with you? Got your own
I feel
mama.
some type of way, but
I mean that just means your mom was one of the moms that people really enjoyed being around. Her energy was good. And I know it's hard because you were spoiled, right? So your perspective is a little spoiled. It's a little tainted, a little biased.
Well, my dad, because I it's so weird because when you grow up spoiled and not knowing that you're spoiled, and then your dad tells you, and then he using the verbiage of entitled. I'm like, entitled.
That hit different, didn't it? Me?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
entitled?
Right.
Compensation?
It's like I mean, you know, when you think about it in retrospect, I'm like, okay. I mean, you know, I grew up in the suburbs. So it's like a little different. You know, I always stood out, but I thought that was just, you know, just me. But you know, it is what it is. But shoot, I lost my train of thought.
We were talking about we were talking.
Was it?
We were talking about Fatal Attraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
on that.
So when she texted me, and then I told Danny, and Danny was trying to see the episode. It wasn't available, and I'm like, oh man, is it that good? Because I want to see it. And so it was like it was like you had to. Because I think the episodes were free, but at the time you had to pay, and that episode was like you would have to pay for that episode. Okay. I was like all right. I'm like, is it that good? I'm like,
I'm familiar with Fatal Attraction, but what does it normally stream on?
It's on TV One.
TV One, that's what it was. Okay, that's right. I knew it was on something.
Because if you didn't have the app, but,
and TV One, I think was.
I want to see.
Was it? TV One wasn't free, was it? I think you had to have cable to get TV One.
I want to say cable.
You had to have cable.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm like,
no, it was Bounce. That's free. Yeah. You know, well, everything come on Bounce. Well, Bounce. Man, what? Yo, shout out to Bounce, because Bounce, man, that Bounce was crazy.
I'm still getting you out the Tubi, because there's a movie that I'm
actually gonna be on Tubi after a while. I really ain't even.
Man, I'm hearing the popularity of Tubi. I went. Oh my goodness! I got cast to play a valet supervisor.
Okay.
And I didn't get paid, not because of Tubi, but because of the director. But the.
Okay, hey, it's okay. Let it out, brother. It's Black Mental Health
Man.
Day. Let it out.
Man, you don't want.
You gonna go Hulk?
Man,
right, don't mess up Caleb them stuff now. You see it gonna get you.
Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I feel that you like the Arthur meme. We know how Arthur be having that hand. He be.
And that's funny. Like again, because I've been watching a lot of Shannon Sharp, and so Rel. I think Rel was the one. Just like, where's the? I know I don't drink, but I'm like, I
got some. Oh, you don't drink? My bad.
It's like, where's the sparkling grape juice?
Some water right there. I gave you.
I know. I was going. No.
You sure? Hey,
now you making me.
Yeah, we got you. Now we go. He like.
I
don't know, man. They got it, Caleb. He like. Where you
like? Well, since you said it,
appreciate
thank
that.
You, good sir. Thank you. So it Rail mentioned the Arthur meme, and no, and even Jay was in the interview. So it's so funny because I like again, you thought this too, that I was younger.
Yeah.
Than
Yeah.
so
I'm like, Mike told me his age. I'm like, you lying? I'm like, bro, nah, bro. Come on, bro. We the same age, bro. Oh, you're not my age? Okay, bro. Cool. But black don't crack unless you smoke it.
Right. Right. I mean, depending on how you live, and
That's what I'm saying.
if you ain't living right,
If
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
if you have a hard
Like,
knock life, as Jay-Z would say, you feel what I'm saying? It's tough, but we learn
you
from
feel the miles.
Yeah,
But like
it don't crack unless you smoke.
because some of the references, it's just like, yo, that's really dating myself. I was just like
I be doing that too.
it's like Arthur. It's like, yo, good times.
Yeah,
good
man.
times.
But yeah, so Fatal Attraction. You mentioned Tubi.
Right. And so I don't know if I want to,
right,
but it's interesting. Okay.
All right, paint the picture for us and tell us as much as you want to tell us.
Okay,
and then we're gonna move on to the next topic. I'm gonna let you get this out because I saw.
So when I found out I was gonna be on Tubi, I'm like, okay, cool, because I still wanted to watch a movie. I think it's Black Hats, and my girl Doris Morgado. She's in it, and it was so funny at the time. Like they had this, I think it's the Peachtree Film Festival, and she was there. And this was before I started getting back into interviewing, so I didn't interview her, but we took a picture together, and it was cool. And I'm just like I didn't get a chance to see her movie yet, and so that's why I got and I found it on Tubi, so I got to watch it on Tubi. But the movie that I was cast for was supposed to be a Christmas film. It was it was a family comedy, and so Ray Lavender's in it. I met him. I didn't know who he was at the time when he came in, and I was just like, this brother's singing. He sound good. I'm like, yeah, the brother good. And you know,
what do you say? That boy good and terrible.
And I'm like, I didn't know who he was. I didn't recognize him at first glance. I saw some of the other castmates, and so I was talking to them, and then here and there, because it's just like, again, I'm not the type to just make conversation just to fill empty space.
Right.
And it's like we were chatting and this, that, and it was like, all right, so we're getting ready for the scene. They're going to do this and do that. But I thought everything was good. Then I'm talking to the director, and it's like, yeah, you get your check and blah blah blah. And then I can't hit him up, and then he doesn't hit me back, and I was like,
well, my money, dog.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's one of those situations where like I'm hot, but then I'm just like, I remember I sent my address for the check to be sent, and I'm just like, I know I have a right to feel what I feel, but then I'm just like, I don't want to get too reckless, and then it's like, I don't know where this could end up, so you got to think ahead. True. Even because certain situations where I know I can get angry, and the stuff that I know and the stuff that I'm capable of doing, it could, if things go left, it could be a bad night for a lot of people. But I'm just like, I have to. But the martial arts side and being able to stay calm in different situations, because everybody can't just like, oh, I gotta keep that in. I got other people that just like, it's not just me.
Right.
I think about other people. So, but I was like, man, that shouldn't have happened. And when you want to work with people, especially your own, and it's like a build, and I'm just like, come on, man.
Like, we supposed to be building together.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
let's
we
get
supposed
this
to be
kingdom.
looking. Yeah, and sometimes that's hard to come by. Like when we have people that look like us, a lot of times, going in, we think like, oh, we can make this something because you see what they have, what you got. You're like, okay, let's build. But sometimes you get inside the house, you figure out that house is burning. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, I didn't
smell the smoke. But you get in there, you start. Wait a minute.
Say, I gotta get low.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, wait a minute, I wasn't expecting all this.
Right.
So yes, I think it's one of those things you learn, especially being like in the film industry, because you see a lot and you go through a lot and experience it because you come across so many different people, different directors, actors, Egos.
Yeah, and ego plays a lot. It does, because it's this YouTube channel with all these subscribers, and I'm like, all right, it makes sense to put it on your stuff. And then we have the other one who can edit. I'm like, all right, and then I come in and I can edit too, because I've been building my skills up as well as acting, and so we can come together and have this project, and like in the same thing in that same situation with the other one who had we're supposed to do other projects, and it's just like why isn't this coming together? And and like even when I mentioned like, well, I won't do this just to show you, like for is like I want to act in it, but like I won't act in it. I'll be background just so we can make this happen. And and showing people that you're willing to do this compromise to make things happen, and it still doesn't happen. I'm just like. And when you see that, you're just like, okay, I got to keep it moving, because you and I, we're not.
Our visions are different. Yeah,
we're not aligned. We're not equally yoked.
Equally yoked. Yeah, and that's cool sometimes, because I mean, I guess it kind of tells you where you need to go. You feel what I mean?
But it's all a learning process. Yeah. Like even most recently, I think the present that they quietly. We're parting ways, because I kind of noticed that they're not following me.
Are we talking about?
I think we are.
Okay.
And so
okay.
So I looked at it, I was just like, and so I unfollowed too. And so if it's a situation,
it was one of those situations.
Yeah. So if it's a situation where I get a call back later, and it's like, well, like you were, and it's one of those things, like when you're new to the business and you're really gung ho about like, oh man, I'm going to be in it. I want to show you that I'm willing to do what it takes.
Yeah, I'm dedicated.
And but this is early on, before you get experience, and then you start realizing people be trying to play you for your intelligence and try to get out of you. And I know at the time, because money talks. And it's the lifeblood of projects, and sometimes you don't have the money. But I thought at the time I had time, and I can dedicate time to have your time and skills and make it worth your while until I'm able to pay you what you're worth.
Right.
And so with the earlier situation, it was just like, oh, yeah, this is training. I applied for this where it said pay was involved, and then when I bring up pay, then you want to phrase it in a way that it's just like, hey, are you able to do this and do that, and which kind of, well, it doesn't seem like you're worth being, in so many words, seem like you're worth being paid. I'm like,
oh wow.
But the whole training and it's like waving that carrot, just like, oh, so it's one of those things where like you get hip to it real soon, and like if it don't feel right, and then you got to remember to communicate, because I communicated about pay, and then they came at me.
Should.
I want to be a working actor, not just like just
if
be
the
a hobby.
contract states like, hey, I'm gonna pay you X amount of money, that's what you expect, and
right.
I've already discussed it. It should be no issue, but I think sometimes early on in film, sometimes when people are building their brand, like they just say something because they want people to come. Like they mentioned pay, they're going to have X amount of applicants.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Because when you say non-paid, you get like, I don't know, 3 results. But those people are the ones that's dedicated to the craft, the ones that's willing to learn, willing to go in from the ground up and build up, because we got to start somewhere.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But I think a lot of times people just portray this image. I'm like, come on, man. You talking about Denzel's going to be on set. We got Finzel.
Say it's no relation.
Right, no relation at all. Finzel? Who is this guy? It ain't even really a person. It's really a broom with a coat over it with a wig. And Air Force One. And Jabot jeans.
I think I saw that in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I never watched
Jack
that movie.
I missed a few, and I might have to watch the series.
Yeah, I can never get into it.
I feel like the allergies. Yeah, I feel it.
Hey, man, it's Georgia, man. It's springtime.
Oh my goodness.
The pollen is crazy out here. It don't really bother me so much, but I know.
Must be nice. So. No, man. I mean, I've always had allergies, so yeah. If you're in Georgia, expect it.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's like, what's this yellow stuff on my car? It's like you don't even need to wash it because it's going to be raining enough to where it's just like, all right.
Now, speaking of like, we talk about acting, voice acting, everything.
Mm-hmm.
How did you even like come into this field? Because I know you mentioned earlier about growing up in the suburbs and whatnot, and I know you're an introvert like myself. So where did anime come into play, and like your love of anime and like comics and just like the superhero world as far as it goes? Like, where did that love come from? Did you just pick up?
The anime or the acting?
I know I had a
right. I was just
I be loading these questions up. I was just like five. I'm like,
it's like,
let me retrace my
steps.
So we'll start here first. How did Carnell? How did you get introduced to anime?
I know on the Sci-Fi Channel, Deep Cut, when they used to have the anime, what is it? Anime. It was a lot of anime on the Sci-Fi Channel. I remember when it got really serious for me. I was in elementary school, and on the Sci-Fi Channel they had these 3 anime movies, and I remember The Lens Man, and it was real late, and
you talking like HBO hours late, after hours?
Not because I remember my dad's just like it's bedtime. Like I think
get in bed, boy.
Right. I think because I was trying to remember if there was 2. I think there was movies back to back, and it was I think I caught one, and I was trying to stay up for another one, but The Lens Man, yeah.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah,
kind of like old boy from Thundercats. Is that like, did it come around the same time as the anime film Akira?
Cause
like the 80s, 70s,
right? Lensman, I believe that was 80s.
Okay. And you said there were 2 other ones too.
What was the other one? It was Lensman. It was this one where it was a sci-fi where like the premise was people would live on the space station and they would go into stasis, and they would basically live on it, but when they go into stasis it would be 50 years after they come out, or 100, and there was like they come to find out that there was possibly some criminals that got on the station, went into cryospace. I'm about to say hyperbolic time trip, but yeah. They went into deep sleep, and it was one of those situations where if they did crime on Earth and they go into cryostasis, that nobody would be alive to remember like what they did, and so they can do it again. But I never got a chance to finish that. I don't even remember the name of the film. But during that time, like I'm in elementary school, I'm watching this what's mature for American audience, because I think I might have seen. I'm trying to remember. I know the USA Channel. I used to watch Sailor Moon. I think I watched some Dragon Ball Z. No, probably not Dragon. Not
that kind of came a little
Dragon
bit
Ball.
later.
Right. Well, Dragon Ball, because Sailor Moon was out, so Dragon Ball. But I don't think I got a chance to see Dragon Ball Z yet. But it was. I really got into it as a little kid, elementary school, because I watched some stuff that I probably shouldn't have seen in elementary school.
You know
what I'm saying? I'm just like
HBO after hours.
No, not
Real
not
Six?
not
Because that's what I was watching. See, I was the opposite.
I think I did catch that. I'm trying to remember.
You was
if I
watching
in
Lens
elementary.
Man. I was watching her. I was like, it was crazy. I'm like, my pops, he be like, what y'all in there doing? Huh? What? TV? What's a TV? Brother, I'm in here.
I know, and then you know the cable box where you get on that channel, and it's all distorted, but you like if I can stick my finger, I think it'll clear up if it was so bad.
Oh, I know, bro.
But because I like what did I do? I borrowed some tapes from a friend of mine because he had some at his spot, and so I borrowed. Um, I think it was Candyman. I saw Candyman at an early age. I saw Basic Instinct, which I'm scarred for life, so I'm never going to get tied up.
Yeah, that movie's.
So that's not one of my like.
Yeah, Basic Instinct is a movie.
Like no, I can't do that.
Yeah, it's wild. It's a wild.
Right, I'm like I keep seeing that ice pick.
Yeah,
and I'm like, and I already have trust issues. It's
man,
like me being tied up.
I ain't going for
like,
it. We're not doing that.
You know, and they already had this one film that my wife saw where like this one guy, he got tied up. I think no, she got tied up. The guy died because he hit his head on something. Somehow, I think a wolf or a dog got into the house, started eating on him. She had to figure out how to get untied. And it was weird. And it's just like, see, and if he wouldn't have been kinky and getting this whole tied up thing, that's why remember with the metal handcuffs, and he had that little safety, and all you got to do is press the action. It's just like, I bent mine. So when I got mine, so like you couldn't get out, I have to actually have the key. So.
Yeah, that's what. Wife said, "Well, you wouldn't try to be doing that stuff. We don't worry about that wolf coming in there eating y'all up. Wrong charge.
But the anime, I love anime. Anime is one of those things where it's a cultural thing. I remember doing not a documentary. A class a report, some kind of report, and it was in middle school, and I was doing the research on Pokemon and how some kids. I still play. I just play.
Talking with the app?
I play. No, I don't do the app. I'm not hardcore. Like I used to watch the show, then I kind of fell off on the show. I play the game. That's why I even
like the actual game,
right?
Like on the system, Game Boy or
I mean the Switch, but
Switch.
but the Switch is pretty much an advanced Game Boy, but you can play it on a TV. But I did this report on anime, and this was early on. What 97? I want to say 97. No, I came here I came to Georgia in like what 95. I think it was 95. I want to say I did the report in 97, but I can't remember. But it was on anime, so just further showing the love and like going to a library and researching all this stuff. I was like, who goes to a library anymore? But information at your fingertips, and you just get online.
Right, man. Shoot, I still live in the library now. When I be on campus, like I love the library.
See,
I love the library.
When I was way on a business trip, and there was a library, and come to find out they had graphic novels there, and I got a chance to read Darkest Night. And that was Green Lantern. It's a graphic novel series where they were showcasing the different lanterns. Where there's a Green Lantern, Blue Lantern. It's the Blue emotional. Lantern. Yeah, it's an emotional spectrum. So
it had like a Red Lantern too. Or?
Yes, with Wrath.
That's the evil.
It's not evil per se, but the leader of the team, he had a tragic backstory, and so that rage fuels their central battery more or less. And this again, take it with a grain of salt, because I'm more on the cartoon side, because I was just like I know some stuff, I've been researching, but like if you quiz me on the cartoon, even though it's based off of the comics, things are changed, and so just for the purists, they're like, that didn't happen in the comics. I'm like, I know. Yeah, a friend of mine told me that just hey, just because I forgot how to phrase it, but it was just like he's a big comic book guy, and I had to understand like, oh man, that didn't happen the way the cartoon.
And that's pretty much how I am, like, because my introduction to like anime and like comics and superheroes was via cartoon. You know, growing up.
Static Shock?
Oh, man, come on. Virgil? That's my boy. Man, Static, man. Man, when Static came out, bro, man, I wanted to be Static. I used to get like little trash lids and get on like I could fly on them. Couldn't do nothing. Stationary the whole time. But I was imagining it.
Right. That pretend goes a long way.
It does. And anime, I didn't even know Dragon Ball Z was anime. I didn't know Sailor Moon was anime growing up because I just watched because it was an animated show.
It was anime. Right.
I like animated things. And then as I got old, I'm like, what? And then I found out about the mangas. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I found out about Sailor Moon, how if you read the comics or whatever, the manga, if I'm wording that correctly.
Manga.
Yeah, the manga, it's tragic. Like Sailor Moon.
Right.
And it's like, then I figured out that what they give America is not what they have back home.
Not.
This is an edited version because it's really dark.
You remember the female character with the ponytail?
Right.
And kind of find out that's a male character.
Right. I'm like, bro, and then I think two of the young ladies that was in the troupe were lovers.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm looking like, bro, Sailor Moon. My mind blown. I said, like, what in the world?
This is not a kid show.
It's not.
Oh,
but they give it to us in a way where they make it kid friendly.
Right. Because I mean, again, it's a cultural thing,
right?
And the things that they view as more adult that is common.
Like it's like how with the women, how they're portrayed, like with the big breasts and very voluptuous or very, over here, America, we tend to sexualize a lot of things, but over there, it's just part of the norm. So it's like, it's nothing for, I ain't gonna say part of the norm, but I mean,
because Japan,
I mean, they be getting active over there.
They do.
You see them comments, bro, like they be busting out the scenes.
They're again, falling back on it's a cultural thing, but it's just like they make things so grand, like. You remember Beyblade?
Yes.
And Beyblade is tops, but they make tops so awesome. And I wanted a Beyblade. I never got a chance to get a Beyblade.
Yeah, I actually want one too, but
it's just like this show is awesome.
Beyblades.
Let her rap. So because I was. Even with again with the cultural thing, like with POC characters in anime, still growing.
Do you have a particular anime show where it features us or a comic or manga?
I mean, I my go-to is I guess be Afro Samurai because there are things out that. Again, I'm constantly saying like gotta support, because if you don't support, they won't greenlight any other stuff. Even though, I'm kind of feeling it, but it kind of hit or miss. But there's more representation in different animes, which I'm noticing, which is cool. But having a POC character. Leading, it's not a lot. Afro Samurai, definitely, I love that. Samuel Jackson voice.
That was a good one, man.
I mean, again, it's not a lot. I mean, you look it up. I mean, Cannon Buster, that's out. Yasuke, Yasuke with
Lakeith Stanfield.
Right.
Yeah, that was good.
I liked where they went with it. It was definitely reminiscent of Afro Samurai, but it just I was like, I'm expecting more. Afro Samurai hit so hard. What else? There's something else I can't remember. My nose, I feel it.
Well, maybe when we talk about this part, it'll come back. You mentioned comics and how we know the storylines differ from what we see on TV. Like when you go back and dig into the comics, the stories get deep. I know for one with X-Men, I didn't realize how deep X-Men was until I had a friend tell me like what happened. Like, they all died in the comics. And I'm like, what? I'm like, these folks don't die. What you talking about? They alive on TV.
Right.
He said, bro, this ain't TV, this the comics. And it's like, it's really like another side, like how sometimes they die, they're reborn, or they reincarnated into somebody else.
Right.
Bro, these stories, like, you will go down a rabbit hole. The other day I was researching Spider-Man because of, Madam Web that came out. So I was looking at on Madam Web's story, the
I didn't finish
backstory.
that movie. I think I saw the ending, and I'm gonna go back to it. But I was just like, oh, this movie's not what people keep saying about it. It's like
people, the reviews have been where it's like people don't really enjoy it.
I can see why, because some of the who was supposed to be in it? Amazing Spider-Man. What is his name? Garfield. Andrew Garfield.
Okay.
I think he was supposed to be in it, but he said he passed on it. They were trying to put Tom Holland in it, but Marvel's just like, that's gonna really taint the character. So it's like, can you please not have him in this crappy movie? But like no, because I just recently watched X-Men '97, the latest episode.
Man, Mike. Okay, so I don't want to get too deep into that because I've been hearing that this episode is like probably one of the best of the series so far, and somebody said even of the '90s animated series, because it was leading up to stuff. So yeah, I have to watch it.
Well, okay, so
I ain't watched the latest episode.
So I'm no spoilers, but this latest episode was like, I need to watch it again because I was kind of playing my game as I was watching it, but it was just like, it was really. I know. I'm addicted to.
How you playing a game and trying to
I'm addicted to Clash Royale, like legit. I'm better. I'm not paying for the monthly.
What, the free?
Yeah, like you mean the 5 because I'm a clan leader, and so I don't have to. I'm really far, so I don't need to I need that money to pay for this card and this that. Yeah. But I was watching it. And it was just like, it's so because I want to say like, oh, it reminded me of the anime, even though this is a American show. But then again, I'm just like, in the comics, the comics are pretty hardcore. Yeah. And I'm coming from like most recently in the comics right now, the Krakoan era, where they have their own island and they're part of the it's not the United Nations, but they're a sovereign nation. Yeah. And so. Excuse me. That it's a really good time, and it's a situation with how empires rise and fall, and so the Krakoan era, is the high point of the of mutants, and insert POC into that whole situation because I'm trying to think so far ahead with how the MCU is going to show us the real representation of the X-Men, and flashing back to, I don't know if you watched Gifted on Fox.
Oh, it sounds so familiar.
It was Jamie Chung. Let me some Jamie Chung.
How long? What year was this? Because that sounds. I feel like I remember that show, man.
It's basically the X-Men, without the X-Men.
It wasn't animated, was it?
No, it's
that's
live
right.
action.
That's what I thought. Okay, I remember. I think seeing the promos for it. It
was shot here,
but I never really. I don't think I took the time enough just to watch it. I remember seeing the promos.
It was a fan. We were watching it as a family. It was one because it was an episode where the main family, the Caucasian family, and they had this militia outside, and I'm just like thinking like, yo, this is so crazy. Like how you say, must be in Bizarro world. Yeah, and I'm just like, yo, this is wild. And then you see like in the mob, there's a mixed mixture of races standing outside their house, and this is like I wonder how they're gonna play this in the series, because in the comics, like the whole X-Men teams, they're not, a lot of the times they're not they make their quota just like, oh, we got one or two,
right,
they're like
whether
Asian or black,
or
well, Cable's white. Bishop.
I mean, yeah, my bad, not Cable.
I was like,
Bishop,
Cable,
my
like
bad.
Cable. The time travel.
Because sometimes I don't know you because
they're
when they
both
time travel, they throw me off sometimes. But yeah, they
Body
got Bishop,
slap.
Storm, Forge. So
yeah, and so and like unless you know the comics, you don't know because there's a lot of characters, and so the rosters are constantly changing out. But but when you have that main roster who's there at the moment, and you're just like, all right, you're like, well, I can relate to this one or these two, but everybody else, even though they're mutants, they're passing as just regular folks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just curious how much they're gonna like hold up a mirror to society, and it's just like this is what goes on in
us.
This
basis.
is America.
Hey, this is America. Shout out Childish Gambino. This is America. I can't move like what I'm saying. I don't know what I can't dance. I got 2 left feet. Really got no feet, but go ahead.
But
we move.
Can I just segue to my wife and I? We watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, I love that show.
I enjoyed Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like now the ending was, I guess it's open for interpretation because I feel like you could go 2 ways with it because, not to give a spoiler, what you see in that last scene and what you hear, it's like, and it goes off. You're like, okay, where's this going? Like, what really happened? We don't see anybody's point of view.
Right. Oh, man. Because when you're so used to the movie, and the movie was really good, and it's like
Brad Pitt
and Brad and Angelina's like but then they I don't know if it's a different take on the characters themselves. I don't even know if that, because I'm like trying to remember the movie because I didn't watch the movie over again before watching the series.
Neither did I.
But the way that they take the characters, where there's like, I don't want to spoil it. But Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they're like, hey John, hey, Jane, and it's just like, and they're doing their thing, and having a black character and a Asian character representation. It's like it could have been a Hispanic, but that is just like it was a nice combination. I liked their take on it. It was really good. It's really good.
Yeah, and I feel like you need that. You need that representation of everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Especially with us, because we inspire everything. So it's like, come on now. And I'm not saying other people don't create and they don't do things in their cultures and everything, but a lot of what people do is inspired by what we have already done. And then sometimes they repackage it in a way where they leave us out, or they try to sprinkle that one in, like, oh, here you go. Y'all got one. Y'all good, right? No, we not. Because when I go outside, what I see is not what I see on here. I see
a lot more than
like Static Shock, for instance. I love how we were like, that was us. That was our show. And he had a friend, Ron, okay, he's Caucasian or whatever. Okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a different side, and it's just really showing the inner workings of how we move.
Okay, so are you familiar with the Dakotaverse? Milestone Comics?
I think you mentioned it to me.
Okay, so basically, Milestone Comics, black-owned company.
Wait. Or did my professor? Because I take a writing the series class, and I want to say my professor might have mentioned that to us a couple weeks ago about Milestone.
Dwayne Duffy.
Yeah. Okay.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, to continue, brother.
So I mean, Milestone, aka the Dakotaverse. Financial issues. They ended up getting bought by DC. So it's under the DC umbrella, right? So, but with the Dakotaverse, it's an alternate universe because there's different Earths, much like the multiverse with Marvel. But DC, different Earths. The Dakotaverse, point of reference, like there's a Superman on every Earth, but in this one, in the rebooted comics, it's alluded to that Clark was killed by Icon's nemesis as a baby. So the representation of Superman is Icon in that universe. So it seems like the Holy Trinity in the Dakotaverse is Icon, Hardware, Static. Icon, Superman, mixed with Martian Manhunter. I'm trying not to go too geek.
Nah, you good,
Keep
man.
it real. And
talk,
Hardware is like a Iron Man, Batman, and Static is a metahuman. That's their term in DC as a superhuman mutant, mutate, whatnot. So when Static and the Boom Babies, when that happened, it like that's Marvel's like, hey, they kind of have their own. I mean, well, DC has their own like mutant representation, and so it's like I was going down the rabbit hole because I was thinking to myself, there was a rumor that they were trying to have a Static movie. Michael B. Jordan was attached to it, and I was thinking, if they did a film, and I think there's some legal issues. So, don't quote me, but I think there were some legal issues as far as the live action. If we can see a live action icon, Hardware, all of them from the Dakotaverse, but you can see them animated, like for instance in Young Justice. The whole thing is just like if there's one and it blows up, I'm pretty sure James Gunn would be like, "Oh, I need to include them," even though they probably had to pay some money.
Oh yeah,
like on some Robert Downey, because what Marvel had to do with him because he had a different contract. But I'm like, how would this start? And I'm just like, and I'm always casting myself in different things. And I was just like, hey, I'm like, I can be that. You know what I'm saying?
I could be Icon.
I could be Icon. I'm too old to be Static. So funny to say. It's just like, because I aging out of roles. It's like I think I could have been a Static.
Yeah, they would have to give you some.
The de-age. Well, no, it's a de-age. It would be definite special effects.
Right.
Is like oh, he can't be as big as he is. Like
try to make it compressed a little bit.
Like Steve Rogers. But
every time I see that junk it's hilarious because you can just tell it's not real. You tell it's CGI.
You just like
because it's like
his face
this.
on.
Right, I'm like, bro, that's a stick. But okay, we.
But the thing is, I'm just thinking about it and as far as representation, and because I was going down the rabbit hole and trying to figure out well, if they do this, well, if they do Hardware would be the one to set things off, and there would be if you know Icon's been around since slavery days, and he just been inactive, and his call to action was I think Raquel, aka Rocket. And Hardware being that Batman, Iron Man was like, we have these superpowered beings that could, I have my own issues that I gotta deal with because he was dealing with racism, and he was like a puppet, even though he felt like oh man, this man cares for me, and but he's just using me for my intellect to boost his profits.
Story sound so familiar in history and time with so many things. Everything that we've created and everything we've done has been patented by the others, quote unquote. You feel what I'm saying? Because even when we talk about,
we didn't know the legal. It was just like, why am I siding away?
Right, they're writing the laws, and we're the ones putting in the work. But Joe Schmo go over there and he write on the contract. Joe Schmo invented this. The light bulb, all that. Thomas Edison. I don't even want to really go down that rabbit hole, but Thomas Edison was out here false claiming that he had a brother doing everything for him.
Didn't they touch on that in Loki?
I want to say they kind of hinted at it.
Because I'm trying to think of the other.
Yeah. Because you talk about the episode with our boy Jonathan Majors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he was because he had created himself into what's his character name?
Yeah.
That he plays the villain he plays. Yeah, Kane. Right. Because it goes back and tells kind of the story of how he came to be or how he wanted to rule the world and the adventures he was having and things of that nature. So they definitely hinted on it because I feel like that's really what history is a lot of times. No matter what we do, even with comics and anime or what have you, it's like we're there, but we're not being seen. You feel what I'm saying? Like you said, they're on the back burner. They're just somewhere in the cut, just chilling, but nowhere there. We inspired everything.
So
Batman was inspired by us.
Like like back in the day, it's just like we couldn't read or write, so we had to learn how to read and write in order to be in the situation.
And
to be
even
able
then, sometimes when they was reading and writing, they knew how to read and write. They knew what was going on, but
they knew their language,
right? But they just didn't understand. Like I ain't gonna say understand, but I think sometimes they were put in positions where they couldn't do too much. You feel what I'm saying? Even though in their mind they knew, and I guess for some they may have thought like, you know what, maybe in the future someday somebody's gonna know the real story. And given the information that we're exposed to now, we are able to get those backstories. You feel what I'm saying about who really invented what. We kind of already knew. Just because we were genius level, like, is no knocking nobody else.
My a buddy of mine, he says we're fifth dimensional beings, because he's a bit of a militant, on that.
My man, pro-black.
He very much so, and he, because we have these talks, and he knows that I'm more so on the. I always say like I'm more on that Obama tip because I'm just like want to include
everybody,
and depending on how you're talking and not trying to exclude anybody, it's just like we have a conversation, but he's like nah, I'm good. That's like my brothers and I get that, and he's older, so I'm like, you different time, different place, and I get that, and I understand your position, but today, in order to make sure that we're heard, we're seen, and operating in a light that paints us the way, because there's certain things. Because I was for instance, I was thinking about Africa when I spoke to TC. I was like I want to go to Africa, but like the stuff that I see is not making me want to go any faster.
And then it's all about propaganda, right? Because when we get this picture of the continent and the diaspora, they're always painted in the light where we don't look as great, or it's always something going on. I mean, of course, there's civil wars. Of course, there's always unjust. That's everywhere. But I feel like in our content, to be specific, when you look at how they're ravaging still to this day, how they steal the resources, how they come in and they swoop in, they maneuver things from the indigenous people, it's mind blowing. You feel what I'm saying? So I always tell people, just go, because I feel like with us, at some point, we got to know where our roots lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know we were everywhere in the world, but I feel like in Egypt, which is ancient Kemet, I feel like in those spaces, you have to really go there to really feel it. Cause
like side note,
I mean, you know,
I know that.
You bring it like
that's right. You know, because my man,
you got to go visit, and everybody that I've heard that went to those places felt like this type of spirit. Like one of my homeboys went to Kemet about 3 years ago, and he was texting us in the chat, and he was just showing us the pyramids. He was showing us everything that he was experiencing. He was just like, bro, like I can't even really describe how I feel. And you know that can't be fake, because when the spirit hits you like that, it's just like, you know, it's the ancestors talking to you, and you can feel the history, the rich history that the world once was. So yeah, man, I don't know how we got here, but yeah, so
we here.
Yeah, we here. But I feel like, to your point, you kind of need both. Like, you got to have that militant action, and you also got to have the conversation to sit down and have discussions. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to know how to do it and how to play it, because it's like it's you got to have discernment, but also know that, you know, I ain't really asking y'all for anything. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't owe me a damn thing. Excuse my French. Like, we want to talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? We built this brick by brick. This us right here. So you lucky we got the courtesy to sit down with you, because if we was some out of pocket folk, y'all have been off a long time ago. And I'm just gonna stop there, because I get passionate about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like we if you seen Snowfall, I feel like we in the car. Yeah, it's like, I built it. It's like brick by brick. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, man, but I feel like that's what we need a lot of times with the comics and anime, is like, we got to have that representation, because for me, growing up seeing Bishop, seeing Static, seeing Cyborg, you know, I'm like, it makes me feel good. I'm like, man, it ain't always just Superman that's don't look like me. Okay, Superman's dope, but he don't look like me. Clark don't represent me.
His makeup alludes to Egypt with the whole, solar powered, but with the lack of melanin, which, like scientifically is,
that's a good point. Hey, y'all got the mic. I know y'all can chime in too. Y'all won't come on. Y'all know how we do it. Like everybody get in on this. Y'all want to. Come on now.
I mean, but there.
That's
I mean, we
point,
got just for the DC the point of reference, Calvin Ellis, Black Superman, Val Zod, Black Superman. And I think they even hinted at in the it was this with Krypton, like the black Kryptonians were stronger or something like that. It made sense, but I didn't get a chance to watch the series yet. But the thing is, the point was like, to the Dakotaverse, that I feel like it's a possible situation done right, and it be not necessarily an overnight sensation. Like it does gangbusters. Then it's one of those like speaking green, like, all right, roll them into, because it's technically would be an Elseworld, the Batman Elseworld, the Joker Elseworld stories, not the DCU. They could be brought in, but then I was thinking, even though I was trying to formulate how this could happen, other creators were telling me before, it's just like, you just do your own thing. Because even though you go to these big companies and you want to be a part of it because you're a fan, and it's just like no, typically that's in-house, and if you know how the business works, it's always best for you to do original stuff, your IP, because you work on other people's things. It's just like, no, you don't own the rights to this. How Prince was, is just like, do you own the rights to your music? No, I don't. I'm comfortable in the studio. The studio
Prince was like,
care
he
of me.
he said, damn, they own that studio, own everything, publishing.
I'm like, I don't want to leave. I just feel like with me being able to record at my home, that I'm just listening to a couple of Prince interviews, but
Prince was the GOAT.
He
was,
because
I think he had a story with, was it DMX or Nas or somebody? I think it might have been Nas saying like he saw him, or it might have been DMX. But I remember they said they saw him in the club, and they just said they saw Prince, they met him, and then he just started talking about ownership, and they was just like, we in the club, we drinking, we chilling,
right?
But he talking about real life stuff, and it's just like, because he knew what was up. Prince was already ahead of the game. You feel what I'm saying? We talked about it the other day when you mentioned about streaming and stuff, like what Zay was talking about, like he was ahead of the game. Michael Jackson, another one, ahead of the game. And I feel like, to your point, in this world, you have to create your own and build your own, because sometimes, like you said, you go to Marvel, you got this great idea. Carnell's pitching a phenomenal pitch. They ain't there like,
it's like,
okay, nice, Carnell. We'll get back to you. We'll think about it. You'll be blessed.
You got all that? Let's repackage that and push that out, because that was a really good idea.
It was. Go ahead.
I mean, when you don't know certain things, but the whole to be able to be a creator and just create, and it's so funny, like as much as you are a fan of certain things, and then you want to work on what you loved growing up. I mean, there's so many homages to different things that have come before, because everything's been done.
Right.
But for you to create something that you can see the reference, but it be completely your own, and people don't take the time out, because it's just like, this is already established. Let me go to this instead of building up your own thing. Because like I've noticed, becoming a YouTuber, that I would be, because I was a consumer before I became a producer, and then being that consumer, just like, oh man, could you do this? Could you do that? Here's a request. But I'm like, I could do that, instead of waiting for them to get around to doing it. Like, I can do this video and I can speak on it. And I don't have the numbers, but I'm just like, it only takes one.
Yeah.
And stuff goes viral, and then you're overnight sensation. It's like who's this person? You know what I'm saying? Because you just got to do the work. You got to do it, put it out, and into the universe, and the universe is like, oh man, you've been working, you've been putting in the work, putting in them reps.
Come on now.
So,
you know,
and I like because I was working on this documentary. I'm trying not to, because it's still in the works, and I don't want to talk on that. But in it, some of the people that we were talking to would say this, and like for instance, some of the fan films, the fan films of superheroes, like I wanted to play Black Panther, and I played. I want to say that I'm the first live action portrayal of T'Challa, Black Panther on YouTube, maybe something. I had to check the timeline, but with Throwback Studios, they did an X-Men series. I came in for a Storm episode. I played T'Challa. Then later on, we did I did Black Panther, and so I got the thinking like, oh man, like if I do this character right, Marvel's gonna call me and I can But then I heard about Chadwick and on I think the Breakfast Club, and there was like did he kind of say that he's a part of it? And I looked him up, and looking him up on the 42 trailer, I was like, yeah, this looks like this could possibly be T'Challa. I was like, even though it's my first choice.
Chad. Because Chad did some amazing work.
Yeah.
He did some amazing work. But Carnell, man, we got into some stuff today. Mm-hmm. I love it. We're gonna do a part 2.
Okay.
Because we gotta touch on cosplay, and we gotta touch on like these conventions. And like,
because I'm glad, because you've been helping me out.
Yeah, no. I mean, I appreciate you. Like I said, it's about building that teamwork. Like what we got here at 3 Milli Productions. Shout out to Caleb and Sid. Shout out to Zay. If you guys need any podcasts done, any shoots, events, spaces, this is your space, and it's conveniently located in Atlanta. But most importantly, the landmark will let you know exactly where it's at. It's across from the infamous Magic City. So you can't miss it. So I don't want to hear about. I don't know where it's at. It's across from Magic City. Your mama know what Magic City is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't had the pleasure of
we need to do a group activity one day. We need all
the inner workings.
Group activity. I mean, you bring your wife. You bring your wife. You know, we all the wives, the girlfriends. That's,
you know what I'm saying? I heard the wings are really good. You know, I was in the gym. Buddy had a Magic City. It's just like how I forget how we got on the subject of the wings, but he mentioned the wings, and I'm like, oh, you don't say. I gotta check the wing out. Oh, damn.
The wings. But before we get out of here, Carnell, tell the people where they can find you. Like, tell them your platform so that way they can follow you.
I mean, if you
be working. You be working. You like Zay with the editing. Y'all be up all night. You be working.
I had a issue with this last video, and I was like, man, this the unproductive day if I can't get it out. But
well, let them know where they can find
you can find me.
You need your phone?
No, I mean, if you Google Carnell Holley, I pop up pretty
YouTube,
much.
TikTok,
I'm on
Instagram.
YouTube.
Well, tell me Instagram, because your Instagram name is different.
Instagram's Mad Dragon 2000. It's from my nickname, Mad Dragon. Even though I wasn't born in the year 2000. Mad Dragon 2000. But if you plug in at Carnell Holley, Carnell Holley Pictures, I pop up. I'm on Fatal Attraction, like 4 or 5 episodes on that. The standout role, but on that YouTube, interviewing people like yourself, others, I do a podcast too,
right?
Because you're gonna be guest host on that too. Writers Roulette, which is pretty much based on we talk about script writing and about that with my co-hosts Dwayne Worrell, my Vegeta to my Goku, because he's a huge Dragon Ball Z fan.
Yeah.
But we started that, and Carnell Holley.
There you go. You be working.
I try.
I appreciate you coming by today, taking time out. I know you got other stuff to take care of this weekend, but thank you We definitely doing a part 2 because we got more to discuss. But Carnell, thank you for your time, brother. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe because this brother, I'm telling y'all, when y'all go, he be moving, like he be in them trenches. Like I done been with the man. He be talking to everybody. TC Carson, all of them. But before I get out of here, I do have to shout out my sponsor because I forgot that I even had a sponsor.
Hey, sponsor this
last 2 episodes I've been forgetting. So this segment of the show is sponsored, brought to you by Legacy Tires, your leading online local tire retailer. If you're looking for the best prices on a variety of tires, call or text Legacy Tires at 470-374-7124. Once again, that number is 470-374-7124. Ask for Rodney. And on that note, shout out to my team, Caleb, Sid, Zay. This is the Southern Exchange Podcast with me, Rico, Carnell. Till next time, we out of here.